In a world dominated by Western technology giants, one name continues to rise from the east with unstoppable force: Huawei. What was once dismissed as a Chinese telecom company is now rewriting the rules of global technology, defying bans, sanctions, and expectations alike. Today, Huawei has done it again, and this time, the world can't ignore what just happened. It began with resistance. When the US and its allies tried to cripple Huawei by cutting off its access to advanced chips and software, many believed it was the end of the company's ambitions. Without Google, without American silicon, and under intense global scrutiny, Huawei was supposed to crumble. But instead of collapsing, Huawei transformed. It built something the world didn't see coming: a self-reliant ecosystem, powered by Chinese innovation, Chinese chips, and Chinese software. Huawei's comeback wasn't loud, it was strategic. In silence, engineers across China worked day and night, building the foundations for technological independence. The result? The launch of Huawei's new smartphones powered by China's own Kirin chips that the world said were impossible to produce under current restrictions. Yet, there they were, manufactured and assembled entirely within China's borders. The message was clear: Huawei doesn't need permission to innovate. This move isn't just about phones. It's about sovereignty. Every chip, every line of code, every antenna represents a declaration of independence from Western control. Huawei's new technology has become a symbol of China's determination to control its own technological destiny. It's a turning point in global tech history, the moment when China stopped following and started leading. Around the world, analysts are stunned. How did Huawei pull this off under sanctions that were designed to cripple it? The answer lies in the sheer scale of China's technological push. While many nations debate policies, China builds. From AI processors and quantum computing labs to 6G research centers and chip fabrication plants, China has been quietly investing billions into its future, a future where no foreign country can dictate its technological limits. Huawei's defiance didn't come out of arrogance, it came out of necessity. The more pressure it faced, the stronger it became. Every restriction pushed the company to innovate faster, design smarter, and produce better. In doing so, Huawei not only survived, it evolved into a symbol of resilience for the entire Chinese tech industry. But this isn't just a victory for Huawei, it's a wake-up call for the rest of the world. The same nations that once dominated global innovation are now watching China outpace them in fields they once ruled: 5G, AI, semiconductors, and even satellite communication. Huawei's latest breakthroughs have demonstrated that technological leadership no longer depends on Silicon Valley alone. The balance of power is shifting, and it's moving east. China's government has fully embraced this shift, backing Huawei with massive national support, funding, and research infrastructure. But even with government help, Huawei's success was never guaranteed. It took years of sacrifice, losses, and perseverance. The company lost global partnerships, billions in sales, and access to critical technologies. Yet, it never gave up. Instead, it invested in self-sufficiency, not just for itself, but for all of China. Today, Huawei isn't just a tech company. It's a symbol of national pride. It represents what can happen when a country refuses to bow to external pressure. The world said, "You can't do it." Huawei answered, "Watch us." And now, everyone is watching. The new Huawei Mate series, powered by the in-house Kirin 9000S chip, is more than just a smartphone. It's proof that China can design and produce advanced semiconductors without Western input. This achievement has sent shockwaves through the global supply chain, challenging the decades-long dominance of companies like Qualcomm, Intel, and Nvidia. The world's tech order is being rewritten line by line, transistor by transistor. But Huawei isn't stopping there. The company is leading China's 6G development, working on internet infrastructure so advanced that even major Western nations are years behind. Its HarmonyOS is expanding beyond phones into cars, homes, and IoT devices, creating a completely unified Chinese tech ecosystem. Huawei's strategy is clear: build a world where Chinese innovation connects everything without relying on anyone else. This new wave of independence has made the West nervous. Governments, corporations, and defense analysts across the globe are realizing that sanctions have failed. Instead of crippling Huawei, they've only accelerated China's determination to innovate independently. The unintended consequence? The birth of a new global tech power that answers to no one. Every new Huawei product release now feels like a statement, a quiet but powerful reminder that global dominance isn't determined by who makes the rules, but by who can build without them. Huawei's devices aren't just competing, they're outperforming, often at a lower cost and with better efficiency. Countries in Asia, Africa, the Middle East, and even Europe are turning back toward Huawei, embracing its 5G infrastructure, cloud computing systems, and smart city technologies. What makes this moment truly historic is how it redefines global power dynamics. Technology has always been the backbone of global influence. Whoever controls communication controls the flow of information, and whoever controls information controls the future. Huawei's success in reclaiming technological independence means China now holds a significant share of that control, and the world is taking notice. For years, Western media painted Huawei as a security threat, warning nations against using its products. But now, as Huawei continues to thrive, that narrative is beginning to fade. The company has shifted its focus to innovation, transparency, and partnerships beyond the West, building alliances with countries that share its vision of technological equality. This shift represents something larger, the emergence of a multipolar tech world where no single nation dominates the global digital landscape. As Huawei expands into AI, cloud computing, and green energy technologies, its influence is spreading far beyond smartphones and networks. In China, Huawei is helping build smart factories, AI-driven transportation systems, and next-generation computing centers that rival anything in the West. Each project is a piece of a much bigger puzzle, a future where China leads the world not just in production but in innovation, intelligence, and integration. While the West debates over regulations, Huawei builds systems that power the next industrial revolution. While others argue over chip bans, Huawei engineers design new architectures. And while many companies seek profit, Huawei seeks progress that symbolizes the rise of a nation unwilling to be controlled by anyone else's limitations. The truth is, this is bigger than Huawei. It's about China's message to the world: we will not be dependent. We will not be stopped. Huawei is simply the spearhead of a much larger movement, one that includes companies like SMIC, BYD, and Seattle, all driving China toward complete technological sovereignty. The West once held the keys to the digital world. Now, those keys are being reforged in Shenzhen, in Beijing, in Shanghai by engineers, dreamers, and innovators who refuse to be left behind. Huawei's defiance is not just a corporate comeback story. It's a turning point in human innovation. The world is entering a new era, one where the balance of power is no longer defined by geography or alliances, but by who can control and create the technologies of tomorrow. And right now, Huawei is standing at the front of that revolution, with China standing firmly behind it. This isn't the end of the story. It's only the beginning. Huawei's bold move has set the stage for a global transformation, one that will redefine who leads, who follows, and who decides the future of technology itself. Because in this new world, the question isn't who says no, the question is who dares to say yes when the world tells them they can't. And Huawei, once again, just did.